Hey guys, we're back. And mira pa allá, look what we have here today. Today we're taking a look at the brand new McFarlane Warhammer 40,000, which is 40K. And this is the ultramarine reiver with bolt carbine. And you can see it has a nice picture of his, a promotional shot of the figure right there, as you can see, clear as day. You see it right there. And then you can take a closer look at the figure inside of the open window blister box in all of its glory, looking really nice. And then you have a little bit of artwork here with McFarlane on the top, with the Warhammer logo in the back. If you see, it says 12, ages 12 and up, with the McFarlane logo for McFarlane Toys. Then we turn it around and we got Warhammer, and we have a nice promotional shot figure there as well, with the social media outlets and the official licensed product seal of approval. So this is a brand new entry in the Warhammer series of McFarlane Toys. So let's take him out of the box, take a look at what he has to offer, and see how good or how not good the figure actually is. So sit back, relax guys, have a digital drink and join me. This is your boy Hebot with another episode of Toys in My Closet. Juguetes en el closet. I'll see you right back, guys. And here we have it, guys, the ultramarine reiver out of packaging and in all of his glory. And as you can see, I have to say, he is really, really amazing looking. Really, really nice, with a nice, really popping blue that really pops out. And and you see it, how it comes off really well, even here in the camera, but in person it's even more. And it's a very nice upgrade from McFarlane Toys in comparison to the releases that he's done so far, with the materials, some of the choices with the articulation, the aesthetics, everything about it. It's just, a step up from what he's already offered to us. As you can see, his face sculpt looks really, really good. Really, really well done with that white skull and looking like a skeleton face almost, with the red eyes. And you see the silver on each of the bolts of the side. Nothing on the top. The really amazing logo with the skull with the knives going through in that nice shiny gold. The grenades here in a gunmetal silver with the black strap. The accents of gold on his shoulder pauldron with the Space Marine, logo in white. As you can see, the black suit underneath. And this is the belt and the harness in the crotch area with pouches in the side, pouches on his thigh, more pouches on the other side. As you see there, he even has pouches and grenades in the back, looking really awesome. And then on his other shoulder pauldron, you have the number 3 with a nice cross X going across. And then moving right along, you see on the knee pad the Warhammer symbol in white, and one of the I think it's the our right, his left, yeah. And then you see the shoes and the boots, really nicely thick and detailed. Even though he simplified, he has little nice details and accents all over, like these little vents here on the actual arm gauntlet, on the belt area, here by the harness, and on the pouches. So he's really, really nicely detailed. Maybe you can fill him up with some more accents of gold, which I think I probably will ask my daughter to do so. In some areas, maybe like in the belt area here, and maybe on this knee pad here. But he looks really great. So, really nice step up from what we've gotten so far. He feels nice and sturdy and heavy, like he doesn't feel cheap. But at the same time, he feels a lot better as far as the materials in comparison to what we've gotten so far and in this live from McFarlane. So now let's take a look at the accessories that he brings. So we start off here with the amazing McFarlane designated figure stand with the peg, and it does have the imprint seal there of Warhammer 40,000 or 4K, if you will. Then we have his ultramarine, I believe it's called the bolt carbine gun. Really big and bulky, really, substantial. Nice gunmetal with the black mats, nicely colored and detailed all over. Very accurate to the actual game and how they carry it in the game. And last but certainly not least, his backpack, which is really full of like just plain blue with a little bit of accent of gray here, and these things here do articulate up and down like so, because I believe these are flying backpacks. This actually allows him to fly, and it has a lot of detail but not a lot of paint, so maybe we'll throw in a little bit of paint on there with golds and white and see how that goes, right? But yeah, nonetheless, it still looks pretty cool, to say the least. So that's what he comes for so far, as as it comes with accessories. So let's take a look at his articulation. And here we go, guys, for his articulation. His head goes left, his head goes right. Alrighty, his head goes down about that much. Let's turn it sideways. There you go. And his head does go up quite substantially with this piece here that moves. And then the head does even have tilt motion. And you notice that the plate inside is bolted together, but it actually moves very nicely. You have a nice range. These pauldrons do move separately, so the arm can go 180 degrees. Now, as far as going up, when it goes up, you got to kind of lift up a little bit, and he'll give you some range, but the hands tend to pop because they're very big and bulky. But it's okay because they go right back in. So as far as going up, the arm goes up just so much like so. It does have a swivel right there on the bicep. It does have a double elbow. It does have the range of the wrist goes up and down like so, and obviously it does spin. The other shoulder is also kind of the same amount, but because the pauldron's a little bit smaller, it can go up a little bit better without popping up as you see there. But still the same thing, it kind of pops out, but you can move it, and it does, have like that, movement, like if it had a butterfly. Now, as far as the waist and torso area, really nice upper torso movement, left and right. It goes even, forward and backwards like so. And this is without the torso itself, the waist itself. Then in the waist, as you can see, it moves. Then you have the range of moving them forward like so, like that, and then you can hyperextend them back a whole lot. For being a man in a suit, that is a lot of range. And here in the two legs, the split goes about that much, with the Van Damme split, so to speak. He does have, you know, nice swivel in the thigh, not too much, but enough for the suit and what it is. Then you have the actual double elbow or double knee, right? Then the boot has like a nice boot swivel, which moves. Then in the bottom of the boot, it goes up this much, goes back this much, has the toe articulation, and it does have ankle rockers, even though the figure is very big. So as far as the range of articulation with this particular Space Marine, it is a very nice range and amount. It's a whole lot of range and movement, more than expected, and it moves really, really well for a lot of dynamic range possibilities and movements. So as far as the articulation goes, it is very, very well done and executed, and you're going to have a lot of good possibilities. So let's put the accessories on him and see what he looks like with the accessories. And here we go. As far as the accessories goes, look how you can make him look really nice and dynamic. And you see there, he has the gun splayed out, and look at the nice type of range or dynamic pose you can put him in. Here is the back with his, you know, backpack, which these things, like I said, they do move up and down like he's in flight pose. And he had, and you know, I have him on the stand, but he can stand without the stand as well. But you can see the level of dynamic range that you can put him, you know, because of the fact that he has that really, really good amount of articulation. Like, he looks really, really awesome. You can change him up, you know, or if you want to just, you know, kind of like put him forward, or you're going to shoot sideways, lift him up like so, you know, move, you can move, you know, move him up in another way. You want to kind of have him like he's going to walk forward, so to speak, right? And just put up his pistol charging. I'll give him like a charging pose, looking upwards really, really well. You can do that because it gives you the range to do it. And that is awesome. As you can see, you can change him up however you like. It looks really, really cool, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Está absolutely fabuloso. He's really, really dope. And he's top heavy, but he still can stand. Like I said, it's all a matter of how you know, pose him up and have his feet planted the correct way, and it'll hold. You know, it's just how, depending how you do it. But you see, you have a lot of you know, a range of expression with the articulation. So let's do a couple of comparisons, some other Warhammers and some other figures, just to see, you know, how they look like side by side next to him. Okay, pa allá, papá, mira pa allá. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Here are what I have so far as the Warhammer goes from McFarlane. You know, I'm trying to get the ones that are kind of different and differentiate from each other. And you know, these figures together look absolutely stunning. They look spectacular. And you know, keep in mind that these figures that McFarlane produced are still in the $20 price range. Yes, the paint job could be a lot more defined and detailed, as we see in the other line that exists for Warhammer. that's in the 5-inch range, but they're much more pricier. You know, I've seen them as cheap as maybe $35, but that's without the tax and the shipping, which ultimately ends up being almost $50 per figure. And if you buy a set with the 4, it's about $140 plus the tax and shipping comes out to $180. So they're very expensive. They have great amounts of details, articulation, and even accessories, I believe. But for the price range and the entry point with these McFarlane figures, he is doing a phenomenal job. Like, these figures are absolutely incredible looking, and when they're next to each other, they look really good. I'm only missing, I think, the red version of her, which is the female Warhammer. I forget her name at the moment, but I think it's because she didn't bring like different weapons. If she would have had like different weapons, I would have bought it. Because if you notice, all the other figures, they look almost similar but distinctive, but they all had different weapons and actual accessories. This figures here, their heads are actually swapped. The red head actually goes on the blue armor, and the blue head goes on the red armor. But I swapped it out to make them one solid look, because I liked it and preferred it that way, which you could do as well. The gold premium one is just, that's the way he comes, and that is a gold label one that is absolutely stunning. That comes with a lot more detail than paint work and stuff like that. So, but if you could customize it yourself and paint them, they're gonna look good no matter what. And so does she. You know, she looks great as well with the black on the white and the red. So that's what he looks like next to other Warhammers. So let's take a look at what he looks like next to other figures. And here he goes. This is him next to a Lightning Collection Turtle Red Ranger and the Super 7 Thundercats Monkeyan. And you see that they're both different scale lines. The Turtle's more in the 6-inch, with the Power Ranger Turtle's more on the 6-inch, and the Monkeyan is more on the 7-inch side. So he almost stands close to him in size. But you see that the Warhammer, you know, the reiver is still pretty tall right next to them. And here he is next to the WWE Elite Warlord wrestling figure, and next to the Valaverse Condor figure. You see he looks really nice together, even though they're different lines, but different scales as well. He's like still in the 7-inch range, but I think the wrestlers are like based off scale. Warlord was a taller wrestler, so I think that's why he looks taller. And then, but it's supposed to be 6-inch. And then, you know, Condor from Valaverse is obviously in the 6-inch range. And here we have it, guys, next to the Necron Warrior from Warhammer, from the McFarlane's Toys Warhammer Necron Warrior, and also the Gundam Universe Mobile Suit Gundam Exia Mobile Suit. As you see, you know, these scale are the same, and then, you know, that obviously is a lot smaller because that's from Namco Bandai, or Bandai rather. So, yeah, one more. Let's take a look at one more. And here we have him next to the Mythic Liege's Mossman tribute figure. I forgot his name at the moment. And next to the Masters of the Universe, Mattel's Multiverse Revelations Multiverse Savage He-Man, which looks a lot like Tarzan now that I look at it. And you see that they're both scale almost the same, because the Masters of the Universe Revelations Multiverse is a 7-inch scale line, and so is Mythic Legion, but some of the characters scale differently in size. And the Mossman Tribute, as you see here, is more in like the, I would say, 6.5-inch range, but they look still very good in your shelf, so you don't have to worry about, you know, if you want to mix and match them, they're still going to look pretty good if you want to do it this way or not. So, guys, now let's take a look you know, let's finalize and give my final thoughts on the figure and on my review of the, you know, ultramarine reiver. Okay guys, and here we have it. There it is, the review and unboxing of the brand new McFarlane Toys Warhammer 40K Ultramarine Reiver with the carbine bolt. And again, this line is one of those lines that is not for everyone. These are based off the video game. I really enjoyed the look of them, and I enjoyed the game, the Space Marine that came out for the 360, which a sequel is coming sometime soon. So I really was able to enjoy getting into these. The price point is absolutely at the right range and tier, especially for entry point, especially in today's day and age where you're paying almost $29 for a Marvel Legends. Yes, there is a toy line for Space Marines and Warhammer figures that is a little bit more sophisticated with better paint, better articulation, and more accessories, which is, you know, warranted for a lot of other people if you're paying the extra premium price point. But they're a little bit smaller, you know, I'm not saying that this is better than that, but if you want an option that is a lot more reasonable in price, with good quality, good articulation, and good, you know, nice amount of accessories where you can just go in and touch them up a little bit the way you would do a Gundam, this is definitely something I can highly recommend. So I give it a thumbs up. I definitely think he's worth adding to your collection, especially that he's a reasonable price. So guys, I found him in my nearest Target, and I think you guys should be on the lookout because you probably can find him there. I did see him also available on places like Amazon and Entertainment Earth, so you can check there if you want for the same MSRP, you know, for $19.99. Obviously you have to pay shipping and, you know, taxes for when you buy online. It's a little different, you pay a little bit more, but the convenience is it comes right to your doorstep in most cases, right? Of course. Guys, let me know what you think of my review. Let me know what you think about the figure. If you like this line, if you continue to collect it, if you like this new edition. He did announce a bunch of brand new ones that look really incredible, coming out soon, that are more variants, like in green colors and orange and black. So that should be very interesting, very fun to look, you know, with the color palettes. It'll definitely pop more on the shelves and give you more priority. Guys, let me a thumbs up if you like the video. Give me a thumbs down if you didn't like the video. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Share this video with someone you think might like it. As always, thank you for those who continue to give me support, because without you guys, my channel would not be sustained. Also, for those of you that are new to the channel, stop by and like what I'm doing. If you enjoyed the content, enjoy what I'm doing, listen, I'm really grateful because I know you didn't have to, especially if you subscribed, because, you know, it means the world to me. But since you did, remember, I consider you now part of my family. If you guys want to follow me on social media, you can follow me on Instagram under C_respect. On Twitter, you can follow me under @mosthistorian with a capital M, a capital H, everything else lowercase, all one word, you know, together. You could also find me on Twitch when I do streams under he_bot8 powerful gamer, with a capital H only, and obviously everything else lowercase and all one word. You could also find me on Xbox Live and the Nintendo Switch under he_bot8 with the number 8, and then on the PSN network under alffellfromsky, all one word, all lowercase. Guys, this is your host, he_bot, signing off for another episode of Toys in My Closet. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much, and as always, you guys can always try to help me out if you want, for the kindness of your heart. There is a way to do so. It's all down in the description below. It's not mandatory. It's only if you want to, and if you want to help out, because it will go a long way. I will tell you that with my Patreon and my PayPal information. Or if you want to make any type of donation to the channel, or you want me to highlight something or showcase something, it will be a pleasure to do so. It will be an honor for me to do so. Just hit me up on social media in those DMs, and we'll work out the particulars. This is your boy signing off. See you in the next one, guys. Bye-bye.